So this one is so special for me because we get to be longtime friends in and outside of music.
Yeah.
And I'm super, super stoked that we get to share the space now, not with you as teammates, but as the artist, the musical artist. And we are thrilled that you guys were able to make it and make this happen and make this music in this moment. And the band, obviously, unreal. And every member of the crew just locked in and excited and focused. And I don't know how many people will know this, so I want to share it with people.
Absolutely.
That you've been the part of the crew for a year and a half, almost two now.
Almost two.
Yeah. And I'm helping with all of these other live VEUX that happen at the channel, and it's really freaking cool now to have you step on the other side of the camera. What does that feel like, making that shift, going from behind the scenes to out in front?
I mean, it's so different. I mean, even just coming in like first thing this morning, I was like, man, like I'm ready to like get to work and get things set, but it's super special. I mean, to be like lifted up and supported in this way and see all the people come together to support music we've written and made.
Yeah.
So that's been huge.
And Lulu, you have been a part of helping capture behind the scenes and creating social pieces and around the environment just forever now. And you're also making that transition from behind to in front. How does that feel?
I mean, yeah, definitely just different. I was telling like Heath and some of the other crew that I was like, this is uncomfortable. Like, I'm used to being behind everything and like capturing and even like all the behind the scenes stuff. I'm like, wow, I'm so sorry. I get that, like, there's a camera on me.
Yeah.
So it's definitely been an adjustment, but yeah, everybody's so like uplifting and so just wanting to support us in this little journey.
So how long have you guys been creating together?
Oh,
because music, from what I understand, and for those of people who are watching that don't know, Lulu and Daniel are married. And they have been making music. You guys have been making music far before that even.
Yeah.
Tell me about how long that has existed for you guys.
Yeah.
Well, I feel like that was kind of the first connection point for us, was actually making music together. Daniel had a previous album that he like requested, like I come and like help and like songwrite on a little bit. And so we've been creating music together for
a long time.
5-6 years.
Probably been close to 8, actually.
Wow.
Whoa, yeah.
It's kind of brain breaking.
Yeah.
I had a couple records or just like singles that I did on my own, which you helped with.
Yeah.
Then we joined a band together at one point, which was
fun.
Great experience. Yeah.
But I think creating music, just the two of us, with it just being like, this is our collective project and no one else's. Yeah. I want to say 2 or 3 years.
Yeah. A little longer.
Maybe a little longer.
Closer to 4.
Yeah. But it's always been, for me at least, something that was so personal, that sharing it with a significant other was always like, that was also very engaged and very involved with music. It was like almost a little like, ooh, okay. I mean, yeah, I guess you can have this.
Right.
Be challenging,
like,
too.
There was that vulnerability aspect of it. Just
riding
like
with the closest person.
Yeah.
That you know.
Yeah.
And what that person may infer or imply from the thoughts that you are sharing. And does that help you guys be more available to each other or more guarded? Is it more challenging to write together from being in a marriage relationship versus
sometimes
in ways? I think it definitely forces us to, I don't know, maybe just watch how we phrase things a little more. But I don't think it stops us from ever being vulnerable or sharing the deep things. And because we've done it now for so long, I think it's definitely progressed. At one point, it might have been more of that like spot where you would withhold it and kind of keep it to yourself. But
I think you stepped on my toe.
Yeah.
What did you guys know was the difference between when you were writing by yourselves and then when you started writing together.
I think it's kind of the same thing of like co-writing with people, especially when it's like, oh, I wrote this song and I want your opinion and I want your inferences on it. That kind of same like back and forth where it's like when it's just by yourself, it's like, well, every idea is good. And then you bring it to somebody and they're like, hey, let's start crafting this. And that was always like, I don't know. I feel like we learned a lot through that process as well of just like communication, learning how to say, hey, that wasn't nice, or never taking things personal too, especially in like the music aspect of it, of like, you mean that, but you don't, like, it's not an attack of like myself as a creative or my capability as a creative.
Your value as a person.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So.
Yeah. Wow. So does creating together deepen and strengthen you guys? Because it sounds like going back to what you were saying, Lulu, about that was some of the earliest connection points for you too.
Yeah.
Does that still feel like a major role in you guys' life and you guys' ambitions and what bonds you together?
Yeah, I think so.
It definitely does. I mean, writing is just something so special for me and something that I've always done and plan to always do. But to be able to do it with you is super special.
Especially like a song like this one, where it's kind of like an homage to each other, where it's like we're creating this poem almost, or this picture of like how I feel about you and how he feels about me. And it's just like, wow, you've never like said these words to me actually, but here we are putting them in like this crafted thing that's like, man, I like feel that like closeness. And so
Wow.
That's always been at least fun.
Tell me a little bit about the song and some of what you hope it represented to each other, but then now as it becomes something that you share, what do you hope it represents maybe for someone else?
Absolutely. I think the real meaning behind the song and like what I really feel behind it is it's a reminder to whoever you're around, whether it's a relationship or even not. I hope it's a reminder of like to treasure the moments when someone says like, hey, like I want you to stay a little longer. Hey, I want you to be with me a little longer. I want it to be and feel as this reminder of like, hey, like this moment's super special and I want you to treasure and like remember it, not just move past it because you have a busy day or you have so many tasks going on. Right. Even if it's just that extra like 1 or 2 minutes of like really just treasuring the moment and like holding it special and dear.
Yeah. Being like present. That's something that's important to both of us, a lot of just being present.
That presence is saying to the person, be it friendship or otherwise, that you matter so much that nothing else matters as much as this. Right now, in this moment.
I was thinking about this song outside of the romantic relations, because obviously we're married.
Yeah.
Surprise. But I was thinking it more in the
They're married folks.
I'm like, surprise.
Ew. Shocker.
Ew.
But I was spending time with my mom, actually, and I was thinking about, like, how every moment that I spend with my mom now as an adult, it's like, man, I just want more time with her. Right. I want more time with, I want this walk to be a little longer. Like, I just want, so I dropped her off at her house, and I was like, man, bye. And so thinking about that in the context of the song, I was like, oh, like that can still ring true, like outside of the romantic context that we wrote it in. And for me, I feel like that really shows the duality of a song, or the like flexibility of it. And that's why I feel like I love music so much, is how we as individuals interpret other people's works of art, whether it be visual or audio. I absolutely love how everybody can interpret different things. And for me, I feel like that's what kind of makes a good piece of art, is when it can be interpreted in like different ways for different people in different individual seasons. Yeah,
absolutely. I was thinking as you guys were singing through the piece about people that I will never ever get to see again. And to me, the request was the memory. Yeah. Stay with me a little longer, that memory, that moment, that cherished thing. And it's amazing that presentness, what it does and what it can be. And it can be so many different things. And I'm really thankful for our ability to be able to capture those moments and go back to them and visit them and think about it. I think about the sound of the song, how it feels kind of nostalgic and warm, and there's a dreaminess there from the tuning of the guitar to the design of the melody, and I'm reminded that you guys come to music kind of from different places in music, that you oftentimes, Daniel, seem to write as an instrumentalist and then bring that to the vocal, and then almost exactly the opposite for you as the vocalist, thinking what musical accompaniment could surround this. It's fun to imagine, at least from my perspective, what that would be like, you guys writing together. Do you find yourselves doing that as you create together?
Yeah, and I think that's where I like really fell in love with Daniel, is because I was like, wow, you are like my better half. You bring so much to the table that like I just don't understand quite as well. And so it's truly one of my favorite things of like, oh, you wrote this sick guitar part in this sick tuning, and now I get to make a sick melody to it.
Exactly.
So it's one of my like favorite dynamics that we get to share. So.
It's very audible in your music, you know, that you guys make space for that. And even in the final recordings, it's an acoustic guitar in this one, at least. But even on the recording and the band and how it's brought to life, it doesn't just stay there. Despite that, I still feel there's a lot of space for the beautifully delivered vocal and the beautifully thought through guitar. Is there anything in that creative process that sticks out to you, Daniel? Like when you think about writing and how you approach, you know, what is the song and how's it going to be and how am I going to bring it to Lulu? And
I mean, like you said, I always start with an acoustic typically. I just love finding special tunings or like special voicings and just creating moments with those. But this one was interesting. It was a challenge in ways, especially with like the production side of things. I mean, I even brought it to you once, and I was just kind of throwing paint at the wall, trying to get it to sound great. And really, in these past few weeks or so, really like taking that step back and being like, man, this song really just needs a lot more like simplicity and just a lot more space for the lyrics and the moments to be heard, and for even the vocals to shine.
It's funny how it so accurately applies to the very meaning of the song. Creating space and being present and not cluttered and distracted. And it's precious that you guys were able to preserve that in the final moments when Temptations offered a lot of clutter and a lot of mess that didn't need to be there.
Because I feel like that's where I definitely struggle, like with my own sound, is there's all these cool parts, and I just want to throw all these cool parts at this, and then it's like, well, now there's too much. But you need to just come back a little bit. You need to get back to what like the point was and what is feeding the sound and what is taking away from it.
What's serving the song.
How do you guys determine that? What's your litmus test for what's too much and not enough?
Just really intentionally listening, like really sitting with it. We will listen to a song in every different speaker of the house. I feel like the amount of times Daniel's been like, I need to go to my car to go listen to this really quickly. I'm like,
it's true.
See you in a minute.
We've all been there.
But
I don't know. I have all these. Obviously, I'm like first and foremost an instrumentalist, and so those are always my go-tos. Like I said, I just have the habit of like tossing all the stuff towards it, but I really have to like take a step back and find like, okay, what are my favorite like moments of an instrument? And even something I've learned from you is like, okay, how do I keep these special moments, but like take away the excess that doesn't need to be there? It's a finite process of just really digging in and going through of making sure you can keep those special moments and like save them, but getting rid of the stuff that's just not supporting the rest of the song.
That's beautiful. And like we said, kind of metaphorical.
Yeah, it is.
There's this thing in culture now where the way music is made these days and the way artists are compensated for being a musician and an artist and a storyteller that in many ways music has been incredibly devalued. And I'd be really curious to hear from you guys, why does music matter to you? Like, what gives it its significance in today's era where it's not as smart, it's not as, and it maybe never was, right? But now especially becomes an enormous challenge to say, I'm going to pursue music. What makes it meaningful? What makes it worth the pursuit?
I mean, I couldn't live without it. Every choice I've made in my life has led me to where I'm at. And it's been hard choices that haven't been easy ones. Music's always had a special place in my heart and in my life. The vulnerability that you get to share with people and have, and how you can touch people's lives and just hearts from around the world is wild to even think about.
I think it's special for people to hear artists describing why art matters.
I kind of going back to what I said earlier about the way that music is able to connect people. Truly, I've not found another art form that does that. The way in which a song is able to like both bring people and even like divide people as well. I've never seen another art form just like bring people in a way of like, man, you feel this way? Like, I also feel this way. And there's something, especially like in society today, where everything is so isolated. Everything that we do is so away or detached from another human being. There's something just so beautiful about how music is able to connect us in a way of like, oh my gosh, this song had 300 listens to. That's not a lot, but 300 people felt the same way. If 300 people came up to me and were like, oh my gosh, that song, like I connected with that one, I'd be like, oh, whoa, that would, I mean, fill up my living room.
For sure.
But
we have an enormously inflated idea of what numbers mean, and remembering that there is a human behind the number one over and over and over again is a profound thought. I love numbers. Imagining like what you just said. If these people were physically with me, it would be a profound experience. 300 people in a room is an absolutely like crazy full venue. You know, that would be like a sold out show at a small, really cool club. And how often it's easy as artists for us to get discouraged and kind of write it off and go 300 is nothing and it doesn't matter. And we do that at even staggeringly larger numbers than that. 10,000 doesn't matter, you know. But that'd be the biggest arena show you'd ever done had they all had that experience with you together.
And I think that's where, I mean, I've definitely struggled as an artist as well, because music has been so devalued and so saturated as well, that I've struggled with writing songs because it's like, well, what do I have to say? Like, I don't have anything
What
else.
I have to add.
I don't have anything else to add. I don't have anything helpful to add. But then having the thought of like, well, if creativity is like one stream of consciousness and everybody is connected to this stream of creativity and you have the idea and you don't create that idea, then that idea will go down.
Yeah.
It's like someone else can go and create this. And
the idea that creativity itself is intelligent and has a will. and is sort of looking for who's available.
Not only available, but also like willing to say, okay, I'm going to add. I guess I might have something to add. And so,
I think one of our most profound challenges as creatives is how to take something in its raw and pure form from the intelligent force of creativity. And how do we not water it down as much as possible along the way? Because we're going to get in the way.
For sure.
Our lens and our choices and our insecurities take away from this pure thought. And I just want to encourage you guys and say in this song and in your music in general, I find there to be an incredible purity that you've been able to preserve, the taking from that creative force and then distilling it through your process has not churned out these inauthentic, cluttered things that are special and pure thoughts that you guys craft together. And I want to thank you for doing that and offering it even amidst the question of what I have to add. Maybe it's like, how much can I take away? Maybe it's the opposite question. It's like, how little can I get involved in the process and just sort of be obedient to creativity? You know, I think people have a lot of names for that.
Yeah.
You know, whether you understand it in a spiritual context or an emotional context.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I 100% know and have experienced in my life that there is a creative force and it has a powerful will and it wants to speak if we make room
if we make
for
space
it.
for it.
Yep.
Yeah.
How would you encourage people to make more space to hear and be a party and a participant in the creative force?
Yeah.
One thing that I've definitely been doing recently is it's like I'm going to sit down and I'm going to write something. It doesn't have to be good. It doesn't have to be this killer banger song or anything like that, but sit and spend time with that creativity. Like spend time saying, okay, alrighty. Because I dabble in so many different art forms, whether it be painting, whether it be drawing, whether it be songwriting or poetry, just sitting in, even if it's not good, it's okay.
Yeah.
Like, it's okay to not be good. It's okay to not be perfect or to have the, like, Instagram-worthy thing.
Because you weren't focused on the result. You were focused on being available.
Yeah.
Making space for it.
Yeah, and work. It truly is a muscle, like, tapping into that creativity and being available. It is a muscle, and it is, like, so hard because it's, like, everything is pulling at your attention. And it's like, okay, if everything's pulling at your attention, give 30 minutes. Give 5 minutes to just, okay, I'm going to focus on this.
Yeah.
So.
I don't know, I'd say, what is a good way to, like, get out of your habit, I think.
Out of your routine.
Out of your routine. I think the world is filled with so much busyness and noise, especially, even sometimes from music.
Speaking of
Noise.
Speaking of noise, yeah. But yeah, even sometimes
illustrations.
from... Yeah, literally.
I'm sorry to
You're
interrupt.
good. You're good. But yeah, I think it's important to be able to carve out a time and a space where you can be away from distractions and be in a quiet space.
Yeah.
Find things that will ground you and won't distract you. So if that's journaling in an actual journal with the lyrics, things like that are physical that you can touch and be in a creative space. I mean, it's huge.
Interrupts
as well.
your senses.
Yeah.
Yeah. I've literally taken my phone and like thrown it across the room because it's such a grab of like, oh,
It demands so much of us.
Yes.
Yeah. I think we've all fantasized about a completely technologicless world. I think I just invented a word, but
Technologicless.
I love it.
you heard it here first.
New word.
Add it to the Harvard Dictionary.
Yeah.
Technologicless.
Yeah.
Checks out.
But I feel like there's probably a heart cry inside of Potter and the Clay's music for a little bit of simplicity, a little bit of space, a little bit of time away from whatever it is that demands
Yeah.
and requires so much.
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, thank you guys, seriously, for sharing your music and sharing your heart a little bit about it. And I can't wait for everyone to hear it and see it.
Same. It's an honor to be here. I love it.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
For the rest of the